The 4 stages of a tsunami. An earthquake begins on the ocean floor. The ocean floor cracks from the tremors. Tons of water rise high above sea level. A massive swell of water spreads out in all directions, affecting everything in its path. After the initial impact, the extent of the damage becomes apparent and the rebuilding begins. It is not unusual to experience aftershocks.
The initial rumbling occurs on the Monday. Although I am oblivious to this, the wave hits the following day, and I did not see it coming. Tuesday, August the 19th, 2014, a date forever etched in my memory, the day when my normality ended. Life as I knew it was about to come to an abrupt halt. I found myself sitting in a small room at the James Paget University Hospital with my husband Derek in the chair next to me, being told that I had a life-threatening illness.
My boss arranged for me and him to meet with the head of HR that afternoon. They told me that it wasn't going to be possible for us to have an arrangement where I worked from home because then lots of people might want to work from home. But we might be able to arrange for me to have some more time off, unpaid, if I needed to go home a bit more. I told them immediately that I completely understood and that I tendered my resignation with immediate effect, with apologies for the lack of notice. The head of HR was a lovely lady, and I remember looking right at her and saying, "I'm sorry, but she's my mum. I'm going to go home and take care of her and my dad. That's the right thing to do. I need to be with her as long as possible."
At the time of Mum's diagnosis, Esther and I had a plan to get married in the September, and after a short honeymoon on the south coast, to travel to India, China and New Zealand for a 6-month adventure. Within a few days, we'd flown back home from Germany where we were living, and after one trip to the hospital, we found ourselves in the car park making the tough decision to postpone our plans to fly away.
There were some really, really difficult days. A text from Dad to me or me to Dad or to the family might have said, "Not a good day today." But we all knew to read between the lines. The not good days were bad days. And we did have some lovely days where we'd be laughing and joking and talking about all sorts of things, playing Bonanza. And I have some really precious and funny memories from those times. It wasn't all terrible, but there were days where I looked at Mum and she was skinny and bald, and she would lie down with her eyes closed if she was feeling nauseous, and her mouth just looked so sad. And other days she would be sat up and struggling to lift a straw of her water cup to her mouth, and she just looked like she was dying. And I would be sitting, looking at her, and just praying that the next good day would come.
Did I have struggles? Yes, many. Did I question what God was doing? Yes. Did I always like and agree with him and his methods? No. Did I feel safe with him? Yes, when I got to the point where I accepted, yet again, that he is God and I am not.